Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to stream. Tonight, we have the Undercity. This ought to be fun.
Okay, my voice changer was on the whole time, but oh well, that's fine.
Yeah. So, things have officially started already, but we're kind of waiting a bit because there's a whole bunch of corporate characters coming down the boat, so we're going to try and go for second wave kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll sit around a little bit.
So we're going to give it a little bit of time, and then we'll be heading down and checking up on the clinic and all that good stuff. We do have a couple things waiting of the anti-spirit wards. Those were delivered, and we're supposed to give them a test and then put them in place in the clinic on the doors so that the spirits can no longer get in and harass. Additionally, we have some teams that are heading after both Liev and Ice, who both broke out of the clinic. So, we got that on the back burner. Oh no.
Hi, Steven.
Oh
Do you normally
no.
have your guards inside or outside of the clinic?
They're normally standing, like, right outside the door next to the button.
Okay, cool. And do you normally have them come with you when you spawn in, or are they already there?
It depends, but you could come with me now.
Sure.
Of course. Of course, it's the ears.
Special commendation.
Make sure to grab a pistol, and you have your choice of either, because we have a contract with both.
Attempting to broadcast again. We are now live, everybody. We are live. Start role playing, please.
And there we have it. So we'll probably give it a second, because there's like a big wave of people coming off the boat, so we'll probably go for second wave.
Roger. Is the voice mod working?
Yes.
Before you go, do you want me to send that document to the rest of the mods?
Ooh.
Okay. I sent it to Sayla and Jocelyn as well. I didn't really get much response about it. They seemed okay with it, I guess. But yeah, I will bring it up. Like, you can just look at it become relevant, you know? Yeah, absolutely. I will mention it if it becomes I don't know if you saw all of the
Give it till 9:09. Okay, I think we should be good to head in now.
Roger.
Let's get things started. Oh, nameplates. Nearly forgot. Alrighty, let's see what we can get up to today.
Of course, sir.
Another dim, dark day in the Undercity. Goodness, look at that procession. Give it a quick check. Okay, everything looks good. Goodness, that's a lot of people.
It's very confusing. It didn't look like a spirit. It looked like something else.
Good morning, Miss
Would you
Harper.
like to know the specimen of interest was spotted heading that way just a few seconds ago?
Which one?
Wraith.
Right, get a team on it.
Seems there's a group following it, including the Shimetsu mech.
Well, let's get engaged.
Oh god. You one of those wastelanders that gonna come up here steal our shit?
Come down here, you posse! Don't worry, if you provoke it enough, it can't do shit to me. Yes, you might want to move away.
Alright.
Stopping this out. Get down here, you posse, and fight me like a man! Oh, we've gained a bit of a show, haven't we?
It would seem.
Party. It was up there. Why is it?
Are you shouting at?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Tommy.
Oh, it seems they have a tracker.
Perhaps.
Interesting.
Can we hurt this thing with ballistics?
I do not believe so. But either way, let's check on the clinic.
So, I just confirm the radio frequency with you first.
25.
25? Very well.
And per standard procedure, we will have the left door being the one mainly used. This is simply to enter.
Very well.
Alrighty. With recent events, I believe that a full system check is in order.
Indeed. I didn't think it would spread down here this fast.
Indeed,
Must
it
have
is
fallen us
very
down.
concerning. Yes, okay.
Are you having trouble contacting the system administrator?
It would seem. Loading times are a bit too long down here.
Yeah. To be fair, we're lucky we have anything all down here. It's rickety at best.
Indeed.
But that's all we really need down here.
Hi.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hello?
Sloan would like to do a full system check to see if the Cyber Wraith has compromised this clinic as well.
Alright. Let me ask.
What else we got? Yep.
All
Alrighty.
right. You are noticing that the Wraith has only just recently started eating at this information.
Very well. I want to immediately implement the firewall from the upper city down here as well.
It works because you've already used it before. So I don't need to roll or anything. It's just going.
All
You have
right.
stopped it.
So
Sweet.
good news.
Hug!
Wonderful.
Alright, I'm out.
Conch.
Wait. Before you go.
I think they're gone.
Darn.
What was the other thing?
Perfect.
Ribbons?
Indeed. Seems that we were able to intercept it before it was able to get too much. We're now protected down here as well. Now.
I doubt anyone else take the same precautions. But at least we'll be safe.
Indeed. Avalon first. Now let us check if the runes have been brought in. Perhaps we should speak to one of the Masaru representatives.
Indeed.
We'll be heading out for a bit. They were last in the Air District.
Alright.
So that's super sweet. We got that nipped in the bud.
And as a heads up, I am currently on 19 in case any emergencies arrive from the current circumstances.
Excellent.
Maybe we'll get either crossfired or God knows what today.
It's good to have an ear on both channels.
Indeed.
Perhaps the Sanctum would be a better idea.
Most likely.
Excuse me.
Pardon me?
What on earth?
What the?
Come on, people, move faster.
What?
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Some people that could.
Lots of people that could. Come on, sweet. Needs to be the little sweet people that did. Come on.
Well,
Please be careful.
can I be let in? Can I go in?
Mr. Cross.
We were told not to let anyone in.
I presume only if the woman says that they're allowed to go in.
Yeah, they said only the woman.
Who said
I'm-
that?
Our boss?
Who's your boss?
Mr.
Who are
Tiger.
these people?
Oh, there we go.
Does he have a scar on his eye?
By all means, come on in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Miss Anessa.
Yeah. Is there something we did speak of?
Indeed. Have those wards been delivered to the clinic?
Yes, they have. I do believe I made sure I took care of them the day after we spoke.
Very well. Thank you for your time.
Of course. Oh, alright. Which channel would you like me to be on for the radio?
19.
Alright. Thank you.
Very well. Safe travels.
Shall we go for more?
Of course.
And who was that
does
curious
anyone
pair?
have frat boys as guards?
It would seem. I'm not up to date on their
Oh,
procedures.
that's the one that was interested in medical training and certs. And I believe
see.
they can do cybernetic stuff, which is a good boon for us, since we lack that ability. As far as, like, repairing cybernetics.
Indeed. Do they work for a corporation?
Well, technically they don't work for... Well, they won't beat us, but they'll work under us, and I think they'll probably be okay with that. I gave that in the terms, and it seemed fine with it.
I see. Well, they will certainly require a full background check.
So, were they not there?
They are. They should be delivered and ready.
Oh.
Welcome back, sir.
Indeed. We've received a shipment of wards to be placed upon the doors. We'll need to run a test for them before they are placed, though. We'll need your assistance.
Okay. Would you like me to come inside?
Indeed. I believe the shipment should be somewhere around here. And the exact terms of the test that we are supposed to run, I'm not entirely sure of.
Curious.
Indeed. Perhaps we could try luring a
Do
spirit.
you have someone from... Possibly. I suppose they do like shiny things. Maybe I'll pull out some money and see if they like that. They probably like it. It's pretty shiny stuff.
Perhaps. Hello. We would like to set up the wards and run whatever test that was recommended for them to be set up.
Great. Hold on.
I suppose if we get this up and running, we could get that test, or go out and look for a spirit, and also look for that bigger target priority.
Indeed. That does certainly bring up a good point, that once we are finished here, we can join in the hunt.
Yes, I'm here now. Hello.
Hello! We would like to set up the runes and see what test needs to be done for them to be put up.
I will say, because it will be a one-time work, this needs to be a short test. You'll need to try and cast some form of magic in here. Or use another rune in here to see if it will cancel it.
Well, it would appear we need to contact Masaru.
Indeed.
What was that channel again?
I don't really recall.
My gut tells me 20. I'll give it a test. Hello, this is Sloan. Is this Masaru Radio?
This is Masaru Radio, Cross is speaking.
Indeed. We require someone to come to the clinic and help test the runes being set up. We'll need a minor cantrip to be used.
Alright.
I heard too.
Just because there is something else going on, I will tell Cetria what's going on, and you won't need to call it GM.
Alrighty.
Is it
Thank
Cetrio coming?
Maybe I talked to Cross.
Or... thank you.
They should be on their way. You can return to the door. This is the anti-spirit runes to prevent spirits from being able to enter the clinic. The anti-magic runes are for the operating room for Genevieve and for Sloane's personal protection. A wonderful game of waiting.
Indeed.
There they are now.
Leave for 5 goddamn seconds. Alright.
Hello. Thank you for coming.
Hello.
Now, I was simply told by Dr. Augustine to run a simple test on the runes themselves and make sure that they are working properly.
Alright. Well, I believe you are familiar with the trick I used when Valkyrie raided, so I have no problem using it here.
Very
so
well.
Just say a word. Usually the spell means you have to follow it. If the runes work, the spell will be cancelled. So let's see if it works. So, Masaru compels you to jump. The eyes glow purple for a bit, but fade. the runes work. And the spell's cancelled.
Sir, this is your guard. I can see two individuals carrying someone who looks like the individual who escaped from the...
I believe it should have worked. Also, please get on that, Miss Harper.
Medical attention in front of the clinic.
Thank you. That should be all.
Alright, glad I could help. Oh, actually, do you mind if I grab some coffee? It's getting to be about
Certainly.
that time.
The machine is over there.
Alright, thank you.
Wonderful. One of 2 queries already received.
He's currently bleeding to death at the moment. I don't think it's time to talk.
Indeed. Please bring him into the clinic.
Let's go.
Let's call them after, whatever it is.
Let's go.
He's gone missing, and there are blood tracks being dragged back to the scrap shop.
Right this way.
Here you go, man.
Would you like me to remain inside for security?
Perhaps. If you can, contact a second guard.
Alrighty. Now, first of all, if you're in a lot of pain, do you want painkillers? I think we should. Yes or no?
Are we allowed to leave?
Indeed.
Very well. And let me see your canister here. Let's get a fresh one in. 3, 2, 1. Disengage. And fresh canister number 1. Oh, can I change them here? Or I take it off? Because you have little screwy things.
Yeah, take it off.
Okay, there we go. Alright, switching canisters. Alright, lock tight. There we go. Seems to be functioning, and here we go. Deep breaths.
I'm breathing. I'm healing now. I'm not getting dizzy.
Alright, where are your wounds? I see quite a few on your back here.
The main one, the breathing one, is here. Bullet wound.
Very well. Bullet wound. Alright, let's see. Is this ballistic or laser?
Ballistic. Wait, what weapon? Wait, maybe you need to guess good. Maybe it was good, to be sure. Mr. Sloan, we have someone who wants to visit the patient. They say they're a friend. Short, green individual.
Wonderful. Hello.
Hey, you got a friend of mine?
Perhaps. And who might that be?
Hello, is there like anyone in the clinic?
I don't know. They just told me that he was asking for me. He had a ponytail and a white vest, and that's all they said.
I don't believe that is the same individual.
That's fine. Okay then. Oh shit, then I might need to find somebody else. Alright, well, have a good day.
Indeed, but they are currently in the midst of an operation.
Oh, okay, so I guess it's not a good time.
Indeed, if you could return in about 20 minutes.
Oh, I don't want to keep my good friend waiting. We'll talk later.
Although he has lost a lot of blood, he might need a blood transplant.
Ponytail and a white vest? Am I just dumb?
You know what blood type
He doesn't have a ponytail.
A plus.
A plus? Very well, I'll get an A plus blood bag.
This is awkward.
So it would seem.
A little bit. You want to see your wrist? Get the pick line in. And poke. Start the feed. And there you go. Get some good high quality blood. But you really got to take it easy because you were in very rough shape.
Indeed.
I probably need antibiotic as well.
That we can do.
I had as a win.
take this, and here's some water.
Okay.
There we go. Cut.
So, what are we gonna do?
Well, I'm sure that you know in your current position that there are many things that I could do. But firstly, I'd like to know what is your relation with Mr. Fritz.
Yes, threatening. Then he turned a leaf. I guess, and he has a shop now. I know he has contacts, but I don't know more than that. I know
So
he's
you...
in some shitty.
Indeed. So you do not have any personal relations with him?
Except for the fact that they were this close to shoot each other. And he pointed a gun to me. No.
I see. Well, you see, I'm in a generous mood today. And so I'd like to give you an offer. I'm willing to drop the charges that are currently against you if you complete one job.
Talk. You can talk. What's the...
I want you to kill Mr. Fritz.
I want it on a contract.
Indeed, that can be arranged.
I'm gonna deal with words.
But I want this to be a thorough job. I want you to make sure he's dead. No mistakes.
Yeah. And what else? Do you have some specific way he has to go?
No, just simply make sure that it cannot be tied back to Avalon.
Of course. Of course.
And for that, your charges will be dropped, and perhaps for the next month there will be a discount on your, required life force, so to speak.
I need my equipment back. The way you took me.
Indeed, that can be arranged, but the contract must be signed first.
Give it to me and they will sign it.
Very well, let me grab a datapad. And so it begins. Now, listed here are the terms of the job, amongst them being that if at any point Mr. Fritz is found to be still alive after completion of the job, that all terms will be rescinded. Is this understood? Perhaps he's blacked out for a moment.
I think, yeah, I think he might have blacked out from the, blood loss. It's at the best of times. People tend to black out, it seems.
It would seem. There he goes.
Perhaps we can have him sign it when he wakes up.
Indeed, he read the contract and simply fell over backwards.
I guess so.
Suppose we can check outside and see if there's anything pressing.
Indeed.
Everything alright?
Mostly. We've had a, temporal distortion. Mr. Ice will be back in a moment.
Well, that's concluding. I think I'll do some investigation, see where that Wraith is heading. See if I can figure out where these gunshots coming from. So I can get a general idea of the group.
Very
Probably
well.
stay on it. I shall return.
Suppose I'll just wait here. So yeah, a free shadow run. That ought to be nice. I hope he can get this job done correctly. That was certainly fast. What was that? Okay. Hmm. Well, I suppose whilst I have a moment, I'm gonna grab a quick drink. There we go. Perhaps it'll take him a minute. Just have a walk around. Any signs of him yet?
Not yet.
Perhaps I'll take a look around.
I went to check on you. Look at you.
Indeed.
You got a place we can be in private?
Certainly. Right this way.
Slap. Slap. Come on now. I want to be let go. No, we're going to fix you up first.
Agent Sloan, as you can see.
Come on in. Sloan, hello.
Hello.
Please close the door. We don't want.
Indeed.
We don't want
Before we continue, who is this individual?
Intervening.
Yeah, he's a Traverse synthetic. Traverse doesn't matter.
Very well.
I have him currently
let's deal with the gunshots first.
So, situation report.
Gunshot wounds. Minor gunshot wounds. Or like, he's on the run. Shooter.
I see. Let me send a call to Miss Harper. Miss Harper, we need you back at the clinic immediately.
Do not shoot anybody unless you absolutely have to.
You might want to.
Hooks a data wire into my.
By the way, is she held down right now or no?
She most certainly should be.
Come on, let's.
Come again, you have a voice mod on.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm bleeding out. If I don't get my
There you are.
But they will become major.
Are you following me?
Where?
Sloan.
Lick
Why are you
and
just like
Stephanie,
this?
apparently. Cause I was going to get Miss Logano, we were gonna go on a hot spring stage.
That's a lie.
Oh, really? We can get you to that then.
Why are you following me?
Right, one quick moment. There was a previous thing that I need to wrap up real quick.
Agent Sloan.
Yes, please.
Have you installed the firewall into the
Indeed,
the
I already have.
Good. We're gonna need it today.
I was able to nip it in the bud before it was able to happen. Now, there's a quick business I must tend to first. One moment.
Please, quickly, and then we'll explain everything. Right, what the fuck happened?
Well, it would seem since you've blacked out, things have escalated. So, as you can see here on this data pad, these are the terms of the contract. With the one caveat that, should Mr. Fritz be found alive at any point, that the terms will be rescinded.
Okay, nothing yet. I'm reading this. How much time do I have?
To complete the contract, well, can you get it done by the end of the day?
Is Fritz here?
Indeed. I saw him but a moment ago.
Alright. Okay. Out of character, I'm a corporate, I'm also a corporate character, so I've seen a lot of contracts. Is there something shady, some loophole I can see?
It's pretty much straightforward. Just, kill him, no extra terms.
Alright. There we go. Let's be signature.
Pleasure doing business with you. I'll have Miss Harper check on you in but a moment. Indeed, that should be shipping down very soon. Once this chaos has subsided, I'll have Miss Harper check on you and see if you're able to be heading out again.
Alright. You can also give me some drugs.
Tire row. Every single machine.
We have a. Alright, Sloan, let me explain. The data reef led us all down here. I went to follow it, and when I got up to the area of interest, Annabelle and Geb employee, what was her name?
Skylark.
Skylark, yes, that's it. Geb employee Skylark decided to be quiet about what had happened and what ensued, so we questioned Annabelle later on. She then told us that it feeds off information and all that, and it went through her. So, we let her go for the time being. However, we got this one over here to use his ability and of course, doctors here, to wirelessly access what was going on. We found out the data reef is currently in her spine. Or has been in her spine.
Right, wonderful. Let's get that locked down immediately.
However, the problem is that our individual here shot her 2 times in the legs, and now we have a problem with Geb, because Geb is also helping this individual over here, because I heard them talking and keeping it a secret against us, thinking that we were going to hurt it.
Right, well, I'm sure once Geb is brought up to speed on things, there will not be any contention.
Yes, let us do this now. So we can try to see if we can try to stop this thing from her to get any more.
Indeed. Let's get to it.
Hi there. I'm not in a very
Indeed. Situation report.
Good to go. Just minor wounds. They'll be in pain till the end of the day.
Thank you.
Roughly.
Thank you for the 2 new
Right.
bullet holes.
We need a complete quarantine of their internal operating systems. Any cybernetics need to be cut off immediately.
wanted, to be honest with you. That is something that I did not intend
Very
to
well.
happen. However, he had different
Should
ideas.
the cybernetics expert do that?
Perhaps.
No, what?
A complete quarantine of all cybernetic systems on her person.
No! Fuck off, you fucking bitch.
Shut your mouth.
No more fuck.
Give me that scanner for a second.
You should be happy that you're not dead.
Yeah. DM around. DM, maybe. Possibly.
I'm here.
Maybe.
I am still here.
Hi.
Yes, I'm jotting down notes as fast as I can. Hey.
Oh, hang on a second. Whoa, please do not.
And what happened to the restraint on your arm?
Grab.
I wouldn't know.
Okay,
I was
what
straight.
are you asking? Can I
It
go?
would be on my side trying to grab it then.
I am just attempting to set up a jammer for her checking device.
Indeed, you should have been restrained.
Much doesn't actually want to shoot him.
Roll for that.
Fuck, I'm gonna be right back. Holy.
Oh, with a nat 20, your gear, Annabelle, is all under his control.
Wonderful.
She had to quickly dip into space.
Oh, she's disassociated.
She got there.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess
she's
that makes sense because now they're not moving.
What did you do?
It would seem.
Completely shut down.
I took the gun
Can't
from her.
believe it.
Good lord.
Yes.
Fucking day.
Indeed.
Don't worry about it.
I'm pretty sure RP card down
worry
here
about
right
it.
now, just so you know.
Yeah, it's RP car down. For a second.
Yeah, she had to go
Quickly.
somewhere, so we're on pause mode currently.
Whip a nay on her. Whip a nay. Whip a nay. Quick. Whip a nay. I'm making that a thing, damn it. Jesus Christ.
And he's bringing it back.
I'm bringing it back. I'm popping and locking it on my hips.
And cracking.
Oh my god.
Yes.
By the way, you haven't noticed that Mr. is losing his sense of humanity morale.
It'll be fine. We'll give you some upgrades later. You can whip as many nays as you like. I hate those words just came out of my mouth.
She is very much a tool right now. Like
Contact. That's somebody else's employee. They're not ours.
as far as Dice understands,
Indeed.
the data race is dangerous and it needs to be contained.
Darn Masaru's at it again.
Get off my Avalon.
Get off my lawn, Masaru.
Get off my
Did you say
lawn,
get off my
Masaru, you bitch.
Indeed.
This is my lord.
Jesus.
They call me Lord Daddy for nothing.
Must have been something pretty bad, I guess. They left in quite a hurry.
It would
The
seem.
Spirit can't knock something over.
Mirror that motherfucking bitch.
Well, RP card is still down. Happy birthday, motherfucker.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday!
Yeah. This is not what I was expecting in the middle of the clinic.
Yes, quick.
Hey, you got
This is definitely
you know?
Don't worry, I'm sat on a imaginary chair.
Indeed.
By me.
I'm sure there are plenty of stools.
Aye.
I like how
Yes.
Rose shot and I was like,
Something like this.
I'm just like, what do you expect me to do?
Grab her, you're probably faster than her. Look at those legs compared to those tiny ones.
Steven.
They're sticks
How old
compared
are
to
you?
yours.
Look how heavy I am.
Age.
Exactly, that's the funny thing.
I'm not expected to be specifically combat.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep going until you tell me to stop. I'm sure
Perfect.
that's not enough, but my arms are getting tired. So.
I'm 80 years old.
Now you're 80.
Oh no, we gave him too many birthday punches.
You've aged me 500 years.
You turned him old. He's older than me.
You didn't know what was going on. You just fucking zoomed, dude. I couldn't even catch up to you.
Me. They made him 80. I'm only 70.
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure Ice is still chilling in the bed over there.
Granny still got it.
Oh, did Ice ever come back?
Indeed, he did. You should actually tend to him right now and let him out. You can actually tend to him right now and let him out, actually.
Slay, by the way, I'm changing to CC after this. So
sounds good.
See, I also want to shoot somebody, so
So you did it for fun. You did it for fun.
You did it for the law, baby.
That and Dice's morality right now is a 0. So again, if she dies,
Let me bonk you on the head and see if it fixes itself. Yes,
it's an ideology, not a function.
Exactly. It should work now.
You can't beat my ideology into somebody.
Yes, you can. I can if I want to. You can't stop me, bitch.
As had been tended to.
This one's, should we get back into character just for the time being so we can explain this a little bit?
Indeed.
Alright. Don't worry, I'm going to be we can all sit down. We can all just say we've got invisible chairs and we're just waiting for her to wake up. Simple as.
Invisible chairs.
Indeed.
I can see this one's like spinning around just so they can sit down. So let's try.
I'll stand on my chair.
Fucking gurney.
Oh, wait.
That is currently just bending.
Oh my god.
Don't ask what we're doing.
Under perch.
Somebody let that little weird man out.
Yeah, I need to get out.
That little weird man needs to leave.
Certainly.
I will come back for the equipment.
You don't have the clearance for that.
But I have no time to waste.
No heads down here for me.
Oh, no. If she was laying back, her head would be right there. So.
Yeah.
Good point.
She is restrained right now, so.
Spirit cats.
Alright. Let me explain the situation.
Indeed.
The Wraith the Wraith led me down here. Actually, I should really be whispering for this.
Indeed.
Let me stand. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to stand right next to you, bitch.
Let's all just crowd right around,
quickly,
Annabelle
crowd
here.
around her. Make her feel uncomfortable.
Suffocate Annabelle.
Let her make her feel uncomfortable. Alright. Who the fuck are you? Anyway. So. The Cerber Wraith decided to lead me down here. And the one thing, I'll explain something, it was very cocky in how it was acting like it owned the world in a way, and I'm pretty sure it insulted me as well, but I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, I see.
It led me down here, and I had to get this one to pick me up for a little bit, because I was way too slow, and these guys, this one, and Amelia, had, how do I put it? Got to the finish line before me. And so, when we arrived, this one seemed very nervous, very agitated. Wouldn't you say?
And she was not normal. Jumpy.
Oh yes, this was like...
As you said.
Yes, yes, a jumpy, very like stuttery sort of thing. So we assumed something had happened, but she wouldn't actually tell us anything at the time. When I was coming down with Mira and I don't know the bird, he looks like a bird, it's like a
Indeed.
bird thing, I don't know. That thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Is it a chicken? Oh my god.
I think it's a chicken.
I'm thinking of the vault.
Mr. Sloan, this
Yeah,
message
so-
at the door looking for you.
As I was coming back down into the water district, and her and Amelia was talking. Apparently, they were discussing something, and they mentioned the fact that it had gone a certain way, but I didn't quite catch what they were saying. If I had got any closer, they would have seen me. So.
What?
I wasn't the only one who saw that. I'm glad. Anyway. So. I demanded that we actually speak to her as soon as possible, because she is withholding information, and this also means now that Amelia is holding information against all of us, not just, hiding a secret. This is withholding information that could possibly get her killed, or could possibly get others killed.
Indeed.
Are you sure that they knew? That's what I'm concerned about, because this cyber wraith isn't. It's sneaky. It's like I told you before.
Yeah.
It's everywhere in the row, and nobody figured that out until I was there.
She has a serious history of lying with me.
Someone's just opened up that door.
I cannot assume.
Indeed.
Oh.
I could not assume she was telling me the truth nor lying. But I assumed it was a lie.
I'm sorry.
So I did what that was there.
Mr. Sloan, it seems Ines is here to see you. Do you want to hold that till later, or?
Aye, that is not as pressing.
Very well. Tell her to come back a bit later.
Wait. Who?
Miss Inessa. Miss Oliver.
Anessa Mercer.
I need a word with her, and she is actually linked to all this.
Very well.
Inessa? Yes. You'll be caught up
It's
to
above your
speed
pay
at some
grade.
point. Not right now. We are very busy.
Too deep in the
I
conversation.
managed to collect information about the cyber wraith. The person who I had asked to be detained and was that whole debacle happened.
Yeah.
The last person they were seen with was with a Nicola. I was then told that Nicola has a sister, Inessa.
I see.
I wanted to try and see if she had anything of Nicola's belongings that she may have had, but,
Indeed.
But it might not be a good idea for me to go up to them and ask them, because I don't know them, and it'd be very weird if I just randomly ran up to them and said, "Give me your items of your dead sister now."
Indeed.
If I may, I have a little bit of rapport with Anessa, and I know a little bit about probably a little more than I should know about her family situation. I could talk to her about it.
Yes, please. Because her things could... if I remember correctly, she was the last person that I saw on the camera before she died with the individual that was detained and then taken at the row. She had a problem with this wraith as well. Seems that she was if I believe you were there for this actually, when I asked a question as a relation, they said that Inessa had a problem with the cyber wraith in her suit or something like that. There was issues with the suit.
Yes.
And this the Leaf Man was helping them with the suit.
I see.
So take what you want with that information.
Indeed. It is certainly a lot.
Seems to me we should have a very high priority to recapture this plant man.
Certainly. We do already have a team on it.
I'm on my, how do I put it? I'm currently in talks with individuals of that group who took our person. I'm in talks with them right now to see if they are willing to have me talk to them myself. No one else, just me.
Are you referring to the individuals in the hazmats?
Yes, the individuals in the hazmats. They are not corporate level, that is for sure. However, they have asked me to wait on see what the leader wants first, which I will respectfully wait for, but it's a timely process, I suppose.
I see. And this project certainly does take precedence, but those individuals are still guilty of acts of terrorism against the clinic.
Yes, of course. And I will be trying to reveal identifications when I can.
That would certainly be appreciated.
Right now it's a bit of a sensitive moment, as if I tried anything of the sorts, I would instantly get taken off that list of trust with them.
Of course.
Agent Sloan, if I may also say, in this matter, that is a very heinous act that they did commit, but I think we have to look at the bigger picture here. If
Certainly.
our options are to either scare them off or deal with the data wraith, I do believe that dealing with the data wraith is more important than
I certainly agree.
whatever crime they may have committed, even though they are heinous for sure.
Your scanner back?
Yes.
I'm going to go check the areas you were talking about earlier, just in case.
Very well, please do.
As long as it stays nearby.
Inform me on the radio.
Oh, before you go, what is the present plan with this one?
I'd say we find a way to... I'd say we find a way to extract the data wraith and contain it. At least that'd be my recommendation.
Certainly.
I assume so.
It's in her spine.
At least a fragment.
Yes.
That's why I'm going to the Shadow District to... She does. I'm going to the Shadow District to check, because she did mention the area to the data wraith earlier. She was going that direction as well. I'm going to check.
Alright. As you do a scan... Oh.
I'm going to scan. I don't...
There's no data wraith here.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
no, wait.
I don't think.
No. It won't show up on my scanner because it did that before. It's still in there. It has to be. I scanned her before, and when I scanned her, it showed up with nothing. I've just scanned her again, nothing again. However,
I see.
Would you like to... I don't understand what you did, so you can...
I will see. There is a jammer in her. There's no security measures. You go through everything in there. There's no data wraith in there.
Oh. Well, okay then.
I don't believe the data wraith.
It's not there anymore, bitch.
Check the clinic.
I thought it was there, it's not there.
I don't believe the data wraith transfers by
I will
the usual
remind you guys
means.
though, you
I
do
don't
have
think
a
it's...
recording of it speaking.
I saw her face to face, I don't need a recording.
I have on the stat pad. Earlier.
Oh yes, you do, don't you? Show it off if you want.
Yeah.
I hate it.
That everything plays back from I have a brain fart from what happened earlier.
Well done. Well done.
Okay, let's
Need to update that there recording software.
Oh, you're playing it now?
Yes.
Who are you?
And this was taken directly from her spine, so the data reads.
So, if anything, we have a bit of a problem.
Indeed.
On the loose again.
We need to find where it went.
Half of the Undercity.
Yes.
Data wraith can be
If
anywhere.
it's not directly in her, she's not very different from anybody else.
How many of
but she's still infected in a way.
I should let you know something, Agatha. There are many people who are infected.
Yes.
I've been infected. Agent Sloan has been infected, his arm. It leaves
That is true.
corruption of sorts everywhere it goes. And as I said before, where I was in the row, it was everywhere.
Indeed.
I don't even know how it could be.
Though on that
It
same
might
front,
be everywhere here.
the firewall that we have been developing has been helping in fighting it.
Speaking of which,
you know if it's like a hive mind of sorts or if it's like a single entity that's commanding it all?
I don't know. I don't know enough to say. It seems to have a centralized intelligence because everything I've found so far has just been like a residue almost. It still holds a connection to it, but it's hard
I was
to
going to
explain.
say, considering I saw it face to face, it's definitely not a hive mind. I don't believe, at least. It managed to insult me, and it managed to.
Anyone have an extra data pad?
Indeed, we have plenty.
Sorry.
Can you shoot it for me? I prefer it not to be in your head.
Yes,
I prefer it
you don't want to
not
risk
to
it.
be in there. I prefer to.
Speaking of which, I have something important to bring up. I installed it on you before we came here. I don't know if it was too late or not, but your synth here. We have a copy of the. We should have, and if you would allow it, Agent Sloan. I feel it imperative that we protect this synthetic.
Absolutely.
As soon as possible, get the firewall on it. It is a death
I
machine.
should be fine
If it were to
with
come
this
under
part.
control, if it's all the same, I would.
I do not operate under the same methods of normal synthetics.
Indeed, but do any of your systems
I'm
do?
still going to ask you to get it, though. We don't want to risk everything now, do we?
It's a firewall.
I know you tried to take precautions, but I really would like you to take it. At least.
I'll do that. Do you have spare parts anywhere? I can use to upgrade that anyway.
Perhaps. We do have some parts around the clinic.
Alright. Give me that antivirus and I'll go organize that.
Very well.
Right. Do you have any consoles I could use to get it onto him?
Let me move this out the way then. For the time being, what do we do about her? I know that she is still recovering, of course, but...
Indeed. For the moment, for safety's sake, I would recommend the restraints to be kept on for the moment.
Yes.
And additionally, Dr. Valentine,
Here probably would
Indeed.
probably be our best bet, considering that the only people here can, considering that here is, you know, these guys' playground, not ours.
Indeed.
And they
It
can
is a
open
very
the
simple
doors
location
only.
as well.
Yes.
Getting back onto the topic of her, though.
By the way, so if anyone needs me to deliver messages from one person to the other, I'm very fast, able to clear distances in a very quick speed, so.
Very well.
But, for her, though, she may not have it in her anymore, but maybe if we could take a look inside of her deck, we might be able to find something.
Indeed.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask.
So,
Might be
I
a good
could,
idea for you to do something about it. Give her the antivirus or whatever.
I have some experience with what it's like to have it in there, so I might be able to do
Certainly.
something with her.
So, Dr. Valentine, if you would for a moment,
I do
over
not
here.
know how long this is going to take, that's the thing. And I know for a fact that people do not like me down here as of right now, considering everything. So I may take my early leave in a moment.
Very well.
I hope understand that. Considering Amelia is not very happy with me, and I'm pretty sure she would want to shoot me down at the first point she gets.
Very well.
I think if you have your friend over there, I don't think that'll be a problem. But if you don't feel safe,
Yes.
Feel free to.
It's not that I don't feel safe, it's that I don't want to I don't want to jeopardize the case as of right now, especially with how Amelia is taking everything, considering she started threatening me and blackmailing me with Trident. Even though Trident is a very good friend of Shimetsu's, so...
I see.
Whatever you think is best, then.
I don't want to jeopardize the mission at hand, so please keep me informed with what's going on.
Certainly. We will keep you up to date.
Yes.
And should you need to contact Avalon, that will be on Radio 25.
Radio 25, perfect. Right. Could you be a darling and open up the door?
Indeed.
I'm going back up. So, oh, thank you.
Once again, you should not have the clearance for that.
Thank you.
Now, Doctor.
Just a moment, I need to talk to Agent Sloan privately.
I would recommend wiping your synth friend's memory of this conversation.
That might be a good idea.
And perhaps events leading up to this situation as well, so that Miss Annabelle's presence here is not known.
I think it's a little too late for that one, but I will, that's probably a good idea.
Indeed.
I'll make sure that my synth police doesn't have any hard records for it.
Certainly, that is all.
As for decking into her, I can go right in. I don't know how much she has in her. I don't know if you'd want to partner up again. I'll leave that discretion up to you.
Perhaps, though if the wraith is truly not in her as it was before, it shouldn't be as difficult.
No, but the wraith also wasn't in that clinic.
True. Though all the apparatus of this clinic are already under the firewall's effects, so perhaps you can go through that. But yes. First I have a couple of things I need to tend to.
I love how you're the perfect height.
I suppose I'll get started then. If things don't work out, I'll let you know, and we can try again together.
Very well. Keep me informed. Miss Harper, over here for a moment.
Doctor.
Very well.
Though we already have a sample of our friend here, I would like you to take another discreetly.
What, blood sample?
Indeed. Of Miss Annabelle, as it were.
Yes, Miss Annabelle. I'll get on that.
I would like you to know that I, at least, would like to help you in any way I can. You had a very dangerous virus in your internal deck, and the effects could be disastrous if left alone. If you would allow it, I would like to connect with your deck and see what I can, if there's anything left in there, what I can find. It might lead us to this virus so that it can't, we can take care of it and it won't infect anyone ever again. I do apologize, this is a very, I know it's not going to sound very convincing coming from the people who shot you, but please understand that this is a very dangerous situation and tensions are high, and this is in the best interest for everyone if we can all just cooperate here.
I don't want anyone touching my gear.
Don't need to touch it.
Sorry. I've had you fuck with it more than enough times, and now you've shot me.
I hope you do understand the danger of this virus and your previous track record.
I saw it go through me. So, I don't get why you shot at me. You think I was lying? I told you what I saw. I had no clue it was still in there, if that's why you shot me down.
That is why.
I heard you guys
I
talking about it.
apologize if you did not know.
I didn't know. It hid.
And I apologize. It was not my intention to go after you if you were being truthful to me. It's really to contain the virus. And you running didn't really help with my conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you can understand.
Yeah, well, it makes sense if I don't trust you worth shit right now.
Indeed. Though, in either event, the threat of this wraith within inside of you is a threat to all corporations in the Undercity, and to other parts of the city that you head to. So any contamination must be cleaned.
How none of you have touched my deck. How in the right mind do you think it's in my deck?
Because simply by me standing inside of the Row Clinic and the wraith heading through, I was already contaminated. Being in the area with this creature can contaminate you.
It went through you.
So I'm contaminated from that.
Indeed.
Okay. So what does that rightfully mean? He can shoot me and bring me in when it's just...
That I cannot speak for.
You might have been near it.
But for the present, this procedure needs to be done.
Again, that would be something to bring up with Shimetsu, but here's the truth of it. We need to get in your deck. Now either
I don't want you touching
my
deck.
You can either let me in, and I will be careful. I will not go where I am not wanted.
Shall I get a
I will do
tranquilizer?
my best to painlessly clean this out of your deck. Or he can enter your deck, and he will not be so gentle. I'm not threatening you here, I'm just telling you.
Hey, I'm gentle. I'm very professional when it comes to my work.
I
Do you think they have him here at this clinic? What an Cubo is.
Grab arm, poke. Tranquilizer. Sorry, Annabelle.
Mr. Ditus, may I have a moment?
Oh, that's easy.
Yes, of course.
Just because I'm nice. A little bit of painkiller.
As we are working so closely together, I would like to make some things clear. I have been made privy to the information that Miss Annabelle is O'Hare.
Yes. And I'll have, since you have information, I'll inform you. Conrad knows as well. Her life is currently in my hands. Meaning, I can either kill her or keep her alive. It's up to me. That's how to keep her alive.
I see. Though that may be the situation, I would like to point out that because this individual has been a known terrorist and is still needing answering for their actions, and the fact that by her still being alive and seemingly fake footage being sent by Mr. Elias himself, the current acting head of Valkyrie is also a cohort of terrorism. So I wish to know what your intentions are with both Miss O'Hare and Mr. Elias.
Oh, actually, check her wrist. You're looking at
For Elias, nothing. With O'Hare, I'm merely just following what Conrad told me. I would not like to start a corporate war with them, which is why I informed him.
Indeed.
And I want to avoid killing her in case he has any future plans.
Good, I saw Frontier.
she can still be very useful to
Indeed,
everyone.
certainly. Though as soon as that use has run out, I believe that it would be in all corporations' best interest to both oust Miss O'Hare and Mr. Elias as terrorists to all corporations.
She currently has a tracker in her arm that if removed, it will kill her. So do not be afraid of her running away.
If that is the case, I would like a direct link to that tracking location at all times.
Is your arm still restrained, just so I know?
I will give you a direct link to the location, but I will not give you the access to setting it off.
Certainly not. I simply wish to know where they are. Sorry, one moment. Yes, I can hear you, guard.
Who's Sloan? Who's Sloan? Out of character, who's Sloan?
That is me.
There's an ice waiting outside. Should I let him in?
Indeed.
Alright.
Thank you for your time.
Just one more thing to inform you about by this me.
One moment. Let me get to Mr. Ice waiting. I'll be back in a moment.
My equipment should have arrived, according to gods.
Indeed. It's right over here. Everything should be in the crate.
Kinda hard for that to be in a crate. There was also a sniper rifle, you know, but okay.
Indeed. Please remind.
Okay, there we go.
Is there anything else
Speaking of
required?
contract, I might need one more day. Fritz is always with those friends of his. I need to get him close and gain his trust.
Very well.
People saw me here. If they see me killing him, they're gonna suspect about Avalon.
Very well.
Suspect all of them.
I'll extend the contract to a week and see how things go from there.
Alright. You'll have your head.
Wonderful.
Can I open the gate? Or you can do it.
Indeed. I'll get it for you.
Hello, is there anyone in like the clinic? We have like a medical emergency. Hello?
Bring them to this side.
Oh, they are.
Okay. Let them in. Where's one? People updated anything earlier. As I do want to avoid any potential knowledge of the data rate finding this out. This data pad I modified, it's meant to capture data rate that passes through it. Or at the very least, create a footprint of it. If I get a footprint, we can make a antivirus, not a data rate.
Indeed.
It'll spread the antivirus instead, taking out the data rate itself.
Excellent. Would you be able to replicate one of those?
It will take time to replicate, but I'm going to take it out for a test right now.
Very well.
Make sure it works properly.
Keep me informed.
As I am the perfect bait for data rate.
Indeed.
I have it plugged in so it only takes an input from everything I receive. So the moment you're trying to track with me, it goes straight to it.
Very well. Do be careful.
Thank you. Like I said, I'm not quite so easily overtaken by any sort of hacking.
I'll take your word for it.
Maybe blurry vision.
How are you getting in? Because I know I was here. USB port. All right. I was here when you said.
I'll leave you to your work.
Very well.
To spread the message to those that can know that it won't be able to be hacked by the data wraith and it'll be found out.
Very well.
Alright, Kappa, are you infected? Data wraith.
Yes.
You do not have it anymore?
Slan knows where I sent it.
Okay.
Can you find out when it left?
1 moment.
I'll go search that area first.
Alright, so
I was gonna recommend that if possible, you could spread
as you begin
people
to
out
jack in
different
to
districts.
Annabelle's arm,
Have them scan. Report back if they find anything.
Dr. Valentine, you will see an incredible amount of red static envelop your vision. Wait, 1 sec.
Mr. Sloan,
Sorry about that.
Indeed.
please.
So, an incredible amount of red static will envelop both your vision.
Someone just ran by to deliver information that a lark is planning to storm in and take an individual.
It is unbearable.
Miss
So we may
Skylark.
want to secure anyone of interest in here. Yes, I believe that was the name.
Indeed. Put in a call to HDR and prepare any defenses. If Miss Skylark is going to be foolish enough to make an attempt on our clinic...
Sir?
If Miss Skylark is going to be foolish enough to make an attempt on this clinic, I want the full force of Union to come down on her head afterward.
I understand.
Not at this very second, but I can be.
No, you can be. That's why I mentioned to them that it's a wireless connection.
Didas, right now, if you are looking at them, you would see an incredible amount of red static on the side.
Be along now.
But then, okay, so Anna? You will once again feel the presence of the data wraith within your data jack, and you will also have the same feeling of dread and horror as red static and loud staticky noise will envelop you in your vision
I'm
and
gonna pass
your
the fuck
hearing.
out.
Am I
she's
allowed to
sedated.
take action?
If you're passed out, then you will just see this will be your dream. It's just horror.
If Miss Skylark calls again, I would like you to inform me.
Is Skylark the little yellow thing?
The Geb representative. Pink horns.
Ah, no, they didn't come by. It was a little yellow thing that mentioned it. Okay. I will, I'll let you know.
Very well.
Do I have a new data within me? Because mine's gone.
Bandit has transferred the stuff that was in their system into you.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Thanks a lot, Bandit.
Alright, Connor, can
Wait,
you explain
what I-
this datapad for me? Because I was told it was like something to trap the data wraith.
Yes, so this data pad is meant to trap it, but I can understand from a source if you don't want it to be trapped yet. So at the very least, it'll create a footprint of it. But the intention is
Where
to
did you
trap it.
where did you get it from? Did you craft it yourself?
I modified it myself.
Did Bandit's character help you at all?
No, I did it myself.
This is the first time we met.
So I think I'm gonna wait for the games.
I'm gonna move around here a little bit.
Ooh.
She's a poltergeist.
Jesus.
Alright, as you attempt to move the datapad up to, who are you moving it up to?
Who would I see the red static around right now?
Both of them.
Both? Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm gonna jack into my little boy here.
Huh?
Alright. Well, as you jack into her, you will your scanner will just start to envelop in red static as well.
All right.
You believe the data wraith has interacted with it, and you may be able to study it in the future to get more info out of it. But for now, that data pad is useless unless you want to infect more things.
So how are you jacking into me, by the way? Are you just sticking it into my fucking neck?
That's a very good question. You have a jack of any kind. You have a decking device, yes?
I have a data jack in my neck.
So yes,
there's someone here to visit.
Would be jacking into that, yes.
Yeah, alright. Dr. Valentine,
Oomst.
as the data jack is put in, the screaming intensifies.
Give it one moment.
How you doing?
Where's my friend? I heard my friend Annabelle.
Indeed. What business do you have?
Yeah, that's what I'm. Huh? We heard Annabelle was hurt. We just want to check and see if she's okay.
Indeed. Everything is fine at the moment.
Can we see it?
Sadly not at the moment. There are precious proceedings happening at the moment.
What can you tell us what happened, or?
Sadly not.
I assume your legato. Am I correct in that?
Why not?
There.
As I said, things are currently busy at the moment, and you are not able to enter.
Should say.
Indeed.
But there's someone who looks a bit like you, but blue looking for you, I think.
Do you have the antivirus on you?
Indeed. All the systems in the clinic have it on it as well. Let me send you it.
Alright.
Should be over to you.
Hold on.
I can't get in there.
I'm gonna jack in and upload the antivirus.
Huh?
You just sent to me.
Indeed.
Obviously you have the antivirus.
You gotta speak up, man. I can't
As you jack in to Dr. Valentine and plug in the antivirus, Alright, Dr. Valentine, the red static and all of that horrible shit will begin to slowly fade away, and you begin to feel a bit better, if not emotionally scarred.
Can you hear me, Doctor?
So I just upload the antivirus to Annabelle.
Very well.
Inside of her as well.
Can you hear me, Doctor?
How long is that sedative active for?
That's a very good question.
That is a very good question.
I'd say probably until the adrenaline is applied.
Easy, Doc.
You'll be up in a few minutes.
Please don't touch it. Please don't touch me. That hurts.
While this is taking effect, unplug. Is her back currently open? So I can jack in directly, or is it? Oh, I can just. Alright.
Yep,
I
there's
jack
a USB
in.
cord in the wrist.
How's his status looking?
Plug into the wrist and upload the antivirus there as well.
As you begin to upload the antivirus into Rinny, or Anna.
Either or.
We all know.
It's okay, everyone already knows.
The red static on your sensors, as you look at her, will begin to die away. And in your dreams, the red static will and your nightmares will begin to end. And you'll soon wake up in a cold sweat.
Soon.
Well, actually, Would I be able to see if that's going to be wearing off soon?
You mean the sedative?
Yes.
Mr. Sloan, we have
Yeah,
a
it's gonna wear off in a few
Skylark.
minutes.
I would like to
that's,
re-inject.
Looking to meet with someone.
All right.
Maybe they said that there's.
All right. How long is this sedative gonna?
Let's set it for an hour to be safe.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you guys later.
Yep. All right. Hold on.
I'm sitting here in my big.
Yeah, you're not a doctor. You don't know how to work all this stuff. You're gonna need Harper.
I do have basic medical training, but yes. Indeed.
I don't know what she grabbed.
Thank you.
What were you trying to say?
Head out. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Very well.
I've informed Mr. Sloan. He'll be here in his due time.
Again. Oh, hello. Yes,
Hello.
I'm here to check up on a patient. Sorry, I'm not.
Annabella.
One moment. Dr. Harper.
Grabs you by the arm.
Oops.
I'm holding on to you right now.
Actually,
Me?
Sloan.
What, me?
Can I have
Or you? Who?
Oh, you're allowed to go in, aren't they? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My mistake.
Hey, Sloan. Actually, can I talk to you? Real quick.
Yeah, I couldn't.
One moment.
You guys have a
Yes.
mouse here, correct?
I need you to put another sedative into Miss Annabelle. An hour.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah, I'll take my. I keep grabbing my sword
No
instead
idea
of my
for the coffee maker.
Sloan.
Yes. Hello, Sloan.
Indeed. You, grab a cup. Backstand. Coffee for him. Yes.
Here in the private. I'll tell you anyways, I may have held him at gunpoint because I was really
Oh yeah, the med
they have
call was
Annabelle in there.
fake. No one there.
Hey, Alice, you're here too.
I
Anyways,
really
I'm just gonna
died.
be straight up. Hey, come over here. I may have held them at gunpoint because I was really scared because they have Annabelle in there, and I think Symmetry was doing shit to them, and that's really bad. So, do you know that they put 2 rounds through fucking Annabella, and they're doing shit in there?
Indeed, I am aware of everything happening, and it is of utmost importance.
Uh-huh. Are they okay? Because they gave me a code word saying they were not okay.
Indeed, the situation is fine and under
And
control.
they may have called security. Are you sure about that?
I'm absolutely certain.
That
You
is
can
a
cancel
trident.
that call.
That is a trident. They're gonna be coming in, but that's okay because we're not gonna do anything. So we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out.
Indeed.
Hit the bill. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be my security. So here's the thing.
I can let you know that.
I will remind you that this. Yes.
Indeed, I can let you know that in the very near future, all these matters will be brought to light to all corporations.
Especially, considering that Shimetsu put rounds through a Trident employee fleeing for their life.
Indeed, there will be matters that come to light that will exonerate
Follow
those
them
acts.
To be a neutral party. If a corporate person gets shot by another corporation, I'd highly recommend having a neutral party there to observe what is going on, so something like this doesn't happen. Where one of them gives me a code word, that means they're in deep shit, and I feel obligated to act because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I'd
I know
say
that
in this case we are the neutral party, actually.
Indeed.
As Avalon, I am the neutral party.
Traverse is also.
Traverse can go in. Or Masaru over there. I mean, they have a sleeping patient or whatever.
My point being is that there are more than one party inside.
Get him.
But yes, that is all that I can disclose.
Do you want some coffee? I got some coffee from the clinic.
Should be.
An update.
Try and.
What has happened?
Well.
I couldn't get in there.
I can say right now, the database that was inside of her and her are now gone. At least for the time being. I believe the antivirus and seems to have been disappeared, and it disappeared from my sensors as well. Although, to even pull the data, thanks to you, I was able to get a footprint should be a problem.
Perfect.
This is just my first iteration of the device, so I cannot guarantee it is a complete version. But it will help with research and development into antivirus. Proper antivirus.
Very well. I believe that with the progression of recent events, that it would be in the best interest of adding you into our partnership for development of the firewall.
It's just the backup is having a standoff right now.
Doesn't sound good.
Put down the data pen.
There's no way.
Miss Harper, what will happen if I open that door?
I'm not quite sure.
Who has started firing at whomst?
Hmm?
Who is firing at whomst?
I'm not sure. It's automatic, whatever it is.
Wonderful.
Mind if I open up the other door?
Do not open it as of yet. Let things calm down.
I don't think those two should be a threat.
Whomst?
I don't think. That Mira girl who's being so very loud right now.
This is a clinic, not a fortress. Now that is something that can be done.
Excuse me.
What was it you needed?
I just heard from the shop the other day.
Miss Harper, can you tend to this? Pain medication.
Here you are, Mira. Here's a pill. It should last about a week. Take
How are you feeling, Doctor?
I've been better, but whatever he put into me, that synth put into me, it's working. I think. It still hurts, but it doesn't hurt nearly as bad.
Who, what?
Your people are opening up on people. Allied security forces are currently shooting. Yeah.
All forces cease fire. Who gave you the order to shoot?
No, drop my gun too. You're holding an asset. Now we need to get out of here.
Who are you currently contracted under?
Under Gab.
I have just spoken with Miss Skylark. You are not to be doing what you are currently doing.
That's not what we were told.
Then go find Miss Skylark.
Where is she?
That's not my problem. Get out of here now.
I last saw them going through the pipe there. You can get out of here.
Fine.
Now that they're gone, I did just pass out outside the door again.
Indeed, I noticed. Would you like to follow up on your treatment for such conditions?
I don't know if there's much of a treatment, but I would like to know what's causing these blackouts.
Indeed, we can certainly do some scans. If you would, Miss Harper.
I'm trying to find out what's causing all these blackouts, what keeps causing me to pass
very
out.
well.
I guess I'm going over here.
Indeed. So what was the status report on, Miss Annabelle?
I couldn't get very far in. Whatever we had seemed to have a sort of, feedback loop going on. It would just... It would just, I couldn't get in very far. It just... static, red static, and just noise as far as I could get in there, but whatever it did, at least that synth was able to get a footprint. And what did he say about an antivirus?
I believe he was referring to the firewall.
I don't know how that would help against something that's already in my head, but
I believe that its use seems to be one and the same. As the firewall was used a few days ago to similarly help with the clinic and with my arm.
of course. Maybe there's some kind of connection between the data wraith and its leftover code then. Maybe we weren't so off about the whole hive mind thing.
Perhaps.
Central intelligence connected to its remnants, so we probably still have the code within us, but it may just be dormant, I suppose would be the right word.
Perhaps.
Less malicious when it's not connected to its source.
Either way, I do apologize for...
Hey, Sloan.
Gone, and I won't keep you.
Matters. Take your time.
I do apologize for bringing Mr. Ditis into matters without your say. Do you agree that they should be brought into the partnership?
They've proven themselves useful so far, so I don't see why not. No. So, go ahead. They're,
Very well.
Have you consumed any other people today? Or is it just,
I'm not sure.
There's a little blood from like a dude from earlier. Yeah, there's multiple DNAs in here. Sorry, pal.
I think all the computers are in use.
It would seem. What is the situation outside?
You're whispering, I couldn't hear you.
What is the situation outside?
For what I've seen, quiet right now. Though, I don't know where our guards are. I don't know if they were killed or something.
Most
I
likely
have no idea what
corpses.
the hell just happened. Apparently HCR was fighting HTR.
Indeed, it would seem Miss Skylark's incompetence has showed up yet again. Please call in a cleanup team.
Yeah. Very well.
Jim here.
This is Al Harper. I like to contact the cleanup team. Seems there are probably a lot of corpses out front of the clinic due to a shootout.
Additionally, make a call for more soldiers at the front.
And a replacement guard for the clinic, since they seem to be gone.
Perhaps an upping of security.
Yeah, you would also see your security guards' bodies in the front as well.
Oh boy. Yeah, we'll need additional security.
Indeed.
Understood.
Thank you.
Agent Sloan, I'm going to go take care of some things. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Very well.
Contact me on Radio 30 if you need me.
Very well.
Give you temporary access. Dr. Fortuna Valentine, checking into Radio 30. I'll be in touch.
Indeed.
Oh, for process.
Yeah, I want to like study the blood. So I told him what was going on. I want to see if I can figure anything out on the computer. But let's do it here.
Thank you for your assistance, and have a good day.
Sorry, repeat that again? Firing squad?
Well, as you compare, you're able to compare his current blood to records on his file. And
Goodness.
So you can tell that there is a very. Actually, hold on, let me ask him first.
What's going on?
And going up to the right side for me.
Had coffee.
Taking
Come again.
Do we know if the right side is clear?
They woke me up with coffee.
There are more guards on the way. At the moment, I am unsure if either direction is clear.
As you compare.
What was that?
There are more guards on the way. I am unsure if either side is clear.
Alright.
I just got a message from my synth. The left side. I don't know which left side they're talking about. I think that side. There's a formation of individuals who are in formation, possibly getting ready to fire upon the clinic door.
Thank you for the heads up.
What they should be?
I guess she just...
Alright.
Get your gun.
Are you telling me that coffee is what's causing the blackouts?
I think it's lack thereof.
Yes.
Like we need to drink more coffee.
Oh.
Or some other type of caffeine injection. Maybe
I've just been informed that there's a formation of individuals getting ready to be making an attempt on the clinic's doors, so I'd like to call in extra reinforcements.
Extra reinforcements, regulars or HDR?
Let's keep it to regulars for now.
Sorry, I'm thinking.
Okay, I will wrangle up some guards for you. How many roughly? About 3, 4?
Yeah, 3 to 4.
Or 2? Okay, I'll see what I can do.
What was your name again? Sorry, that was lipstick in.
Dietitian Umbrella. If you look in Keyhole records, I'm the cybernetics specialist there.
Sorry, my synth is talking to me. Affirmative, thank you. I need to teach him some comms manners.
Indeed.
Sorry, it was Ditus you said?
Dietitian Umbrella. Yes.
Kev outside, come here to talk about what just happened.
Why is there a sweeper in my clinic?
No.
I prefer to talk
He swept up one of the dead bodies, and I got the blood.
Both are real good.
Skylark is at the front door and wants to speak.
Very well.
About what just happened.
Please get the sweeper out of here.
There isn't going to be a kill squad out here, is there?
No, and in all honesty, that wasn't a kill squad. That was I wanted Geb and Trident Security to show up, you know, just like these guys. But Astral came in, and I was calming them down because they were ready to go in and do stuff. But I was calming them down, and fucking Avalon, green fucking Astral comes in, starts pointing guns at the pink guys. The pink guys put guns at back, and somebody, I don't know who it was. I don't know if my guys or their guys. They started shooting at each other, and then it was a bloodbath. And then your guys also opened up fire on the pink guys, and then they got shot, and I don't know what the fuck happened. And yeah.
Very well.
Holy shit.
I realize there is a bloodbath out here, and we need to talk about this. So, yeah,
We've called for a cleanup team for that regard.
Yes. One question I have to ask, since I'm probably gonna be... Did you call Astral Security by chance because of stuff that happened between me and them?
Thank you for...
Because
I did not
Astral...
call any Astral Security.
I do not believe so.
Because they showed up. Green Astral showed up.
Security.
And open fired on us. So... If you did not call them in, they came in and shot up the place, pretty much. Because my Astral came in... Yeah.
Very well. I will review records.
Yes, absolutely. Because I'm very interested in what happened too. Hey, in fact, you want to talk indoors too? And could I potentially do the thing I wanted to do, which was check up on Annabella? Please.
Perhaps.
Just want to confirm
That's all I really wanted to do, and I really fucked up. So yeah. I'd like to
Come
talk to
again.
my friend, is all.
We just wanted to confirm her status.
Yeah.
Indeed, I've already informed you that she is currently
There's a lot
fine.
to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. I have a lot to say. So.
Cute.
And if you don't want to show me, no, that's fine.
Indeed. One moment. How are you feeling, Mr. Cross?
Better now. You know.
Are you currently waiting on any procedures?
No. Apparently all I need is coffee.
Right. Well, I suppose we can discuss this more at a later time. Is your business concluded in the clinic?
Yes, I don't have any further business in here. Thank you.
Very well, I'll let you out. Thank you for choosing Avalon. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks. You too.
Yeah, really sorry about before. Really panicked. Really worried about that one over there. Especially since, and when they hi Sloan.
Well,
Here, I'll go and whisper,
fine.
so no one out there. I'm on, yeah, that's the wrong one. There we go. So, I was, Shimetsu. Okay, I'll just start from the beginning, alright? We were hanging out at the hot springs. No, let's go talk over by them.
They are presently resting. I'd prefer if we were not standing next to them.
They deserve to hear, you know, wink. Okay, so we're hanging out at the hot springs. They start like running off, and I see a bunch of Semet chasing after them. Hear a bunch of gunshots, and apparently they were treated for plasma wounds. Yeah, like, you know, probably plasma assault rifle or something. They were clearly shot by the Shimetsu people chasing them down. I wanted to talk. I wanted to represent them, or like hang out to make sure that Shimetsu just isn't kidnapping and employee of Trident. I realized as Geb, I really shouldn't care, but for some reason I felt obligated for this one. We were on a radio. I told them if they're in trouble, I gave them a code word. It was Avacubo. If you heard them talking Avacubos, that's what it was. Everything was great. And then at one point, they gave me the code word Avacubo, which to me said that Shimetsu was trying to do shit to them, and they wanted out. So, in my infinite wisdom, grabbed some people, though those people had no fucking idea what was going on. Alice came out of the door, and I thought it was a really good idea to point a gun at them.
You also called HTR right before that.
I did call HTR, but I'm like, HTR's not going to arrive in time for us to be able to go in and, like, I mean, we weren't going to do, we were going to, I didn't want, I said HTR, but I wanted some extra people here in case something bad did happen. I didn't want the place to get fucking shot. I just wanted some extra boys to help me. But I also was like, hey, we need to do something now, and I panicked, and they walked out. I held them at gunpoint. I apologize for that. I'm just gonna be clean with you. So, that is where we at, and Astral came down with the pink guys and the green guys, and they shot each other, and I don't fucking know what happened to that, so.
Indeed.
You're that one for words, aren't you?
Perhaps.
That's a lot to take in.
It is. And the fact that you're not giving me anything doesn't give me a whole lot to work with, so I'm here.
Indeed. What was the point that you were trying to make with all of this?
I wasn't trying to make a point, I was just trying to get them out. They gave us a word that meant that they were in life-threatening danger.
Indeed. As part of Avalon regular procedure, once the procedures are finished and they are clear to be discharged, they will be discharged.
The problem was I didn't know what you guys were doing in the procedure when they called the fucking code word that they were in trouble, potentially life-threatening trouble.
Indeed, that is between Trident and Avalon, as they are a Trident employee.
Uh-huh, but they contacted me because they can't get in contact with Trident, so yeah. Honestly, I called for Trident and Geb, but they just gave us Geb, but really there was supposed to be Trident and Geb there. But unfortunately, I guess no Trident showed up. So, that's a little awkward, because, you know, I did forward all this stuff to Trident, but no, I don't think there's any Trident around right now. So that's why I'm like, I gotta do something, because this seems like something that's gonna be life-threatening to them now, so.
Indeed.
Once again, this is less about Avalon and more about what probably Shimetsu was doing, considering Shimetsu was the one that kind of unlawfully detained them. They kind of just grabbed them, and they didn't even let me fucking come along. They told me to fuck off, so yeah, a little awkward about that.
Indeed,
In fact,
as
I
I have said.
recommend that in the future.
There is a sensitive situation currently under the works that all corporations will be brought into
Involving the Red
very
Wraith, I
soon.
know about this.
Indeed.
Because I was there. Yeah, that's why I'm a little concerned.
But there is more to the situation that will be brought to light at one point or another. As of the moment, due to the sensitivity, I cannot disclose the details.
Okay, I mean, you say that, but we did try to get into your clinic, so it was clear that we wanted something with them, and, you know...
Indeed,
if, for
you did
example, if they're going
unlawfully
around
try
trying
to break
kill me
inside of
shit-
my clinic.
Well, actually, I wasn't trying to break in at all. I was just trying to,
That does not excuse the firefight that has erupted outside.
No, it doesn't, and I didn't want to... Honestly, that's an astral fucking problem, since it really was astral
Indeed,
shooting each other.
that will be a complaint from both of our sides that should be filed to Astral.
Because I did tell when my boys arrived, I told them to like back down, don't do anything, just hang out with me. And then the green astral showed up, and then I believe we can check the footage. Doesn't really matter who fucking opened fire. They both opened fire on each other. Your guards outside probably wanted to team up with the green guys, so they shot the pink guys, and then they got gunned down. Really astral fucked up here, you know. I mean,
Indeed.
if you're gonna get mad at me, get me mad about fucking Alice. But let's keep that personally, okay? You know, because that's more of a personal thing than it is. And I don't think Alice is too upset about it. I mean, I wasn't gonna shoot them. Is this one okay? Do you have any idea what they... I guess you did, because you're saying that you can't disclose any information what Shimetsu did.
Indeed.
But you realize that, like, they cuffed them earlier, too, right? They arrested them before. They didn't tell me what they arrested them about, but Shimetsu
Indeed.
clearly detained them before. And then again, and both times it sounds like they didn't get any kind of, like, people, you know, and their employers probably don't know about, which, I mean, they definitely know about all this shit that happened today, that's for sure. I told Trident, yeah. So.
Indeed.
Yeah, I could use, like, a synonym for, like, Indeed sometimes.
So, to be clear, reports will be sent from both of our sides to Astral. Information will be disclosed at a later time. Miss Annabelle will be released as soon as she is ready.
And released not to Shimetsu, considering they've already abducted them numerous times. Probably
I'm afraid
back
I
to
cannot
Trident.
abide by that piece of info.
So you're saying Shimetsu's gonna take them again?
In dual custody with other corporations. As I've said, I cannot disclose the details at this time.
Then I as Skeb, I mean, Trident would ideally be here, but they aren't going to be here, and,
It is still a
again,
matter
I
for
was the one in
Trident.
contact with them. It is, but until Trident can get there, I would like to be a witness to this. That way I can relay
There have been a slew of witnesses.
Avalon and Shimetsu having an extra witness, exactly, which is something Shimetsu denied me when they told me to fuck off and not interfere, and then all the clinic stuff was closed on me, so... Yeah.
Indeed.
And then I asked them if they're okay, and they said they're fine, and I said if you're not okay, then here's this code word or whatever shit got wrong. Alright, look. Actually, I don't have anything else to say.
Wonderful. The last matter that I would like to discuss is that you had said you had pointed a gun at Miss Harper, is this correct?
I did, yes. It was definitely not, my proudest moment. I was kind of panicking, but...
Indeed.
I'll deal with that, so... I think it's up to, honestly, I think it's up to Alice on if they want to do anything about that, so... personal, thing, yeah.
Perhaps, though it is also a matter that you have pointed a weapon at an Avalon employee.
I understand.
So, for easement of this situation, I would say that for a small reparation fee, all this can be passed under the rug.
How much do you want?
I'll get your input, Miss Harper.
It's up to Harper. I'm sorry.
I mean, how much would you even charge for that?
Hey, I have a suggestion. One that might be beneficial for you guys more in the long run than just a upfront fee, which is, you know about all the situation with the rent when it comes to Masaru and Avalon for this place? You know, what if we managed to get that passed? You know, and fucking whatever. Like pretty much you don't have to pay the 40% fee shit, and we'll help you with that. We'll like put like a Shen union for that. How about that? Is that okay? That'll probably be more money in the long run.
Very well, but I will need that in writing.
Yeah, sure. I'll send it to you right now. Yeah. I guess. Oh. How about this? I will put this in a union. Like we will have a union meeting, and this will be one of the topics I bring up, like instantly, or you know, as soon as possible. It'll be one of the things we bring up. So, Saturday union.
There will still be reparations needed.
That's fine. I imagine, yeah.
All the same, I'd prefer not to drag the union into this.
Oh, I mean, they have. I mean, with the whole representation, I don't know.
Indeed, that is a separate issue, but I'm saying a matter of this small should be able to be resolved immediately.
This issue gonna be brought, you know, I won't bring up this stuff, but
asking for
the whole Avalon not paying rent to Masaru might need to be a more public thing.
Indeed.
It goes by the dietist O'Burley.
We'll bring that up in the union
He's asking for permission to enter the clinic. I don't know if you want us to open the door.
One moment.
If you are not busy, do you wish him to pass?
One moment. Which one of you was just speaking?
It was not this door, sir.
Wonderful. Welcome back, Mr. Ditus.
Pleasure to meet you again, Mr. Sloan.
Indeed. And remember to use radio etiquette. Concise. What did you need?
I left my data pad as well as the footprint inside.
You're free to grab
It
them.
seems that the individual is awake as well.
My apologies.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna be paying 50,000 to good old Alice for reparations.
Very well. 500,000.
Oh yeah, 500,000. That's not because I'm trying to. I'll send it right now, okay?
Excellent.
That's something I can do as much as I don't really want to. It's something I'm doing.
Does that resolve all business?
Next time, you take somebody, maybe have somebody to represent them, so stuff like this doesn't happen in the future, okay?
Now, for Miss Annabelle.
I guess, you know, fuck it, I'll tell you. I don't, you know, at this point, I don't really guess.
Has the sample been taken? Wonderful. Is their status checked out?
Give me a test on it. So far, I've got it in the drawer over there.
I mean resolving the situation of the Cyber Wraith. Have their cybernetics been cleaned?
I believe so. That might be more of a question for big guy over there.
Indeed. And how are they physically?
They're fine.
The bullet wounds have been patched up.
Just be probably... Yep, good to go. They're
Wonderful.
in a clean bill of health, just probably a little bit of pain. They can be discharged whenever they wake up and are ready to go.
Indeed. Make that final checkup with Mr. Ditus and then discharge them.
Very well.
I wirelessly jacked into her technique, and she thought that it was. She does not know that.
Like
Yes.
at all. Do you think, since the Data Wraith probably had access to all of our memories and stuff, they remember the conversation I had with her saying, if you get in trouble, here's the code word. And do you think the data wraith use this word to then call us in?
I
If we get
think
fucked,
that's stretching a little bit too far.
are you sure? Cause
I hope that isn't the case, because if it can do that, that's pretty damn scary.
yeah, and since they have access to a bunch of Trident shit, you know, it can be bad having a corporate personnel that can walk around to do that shit, cause you know,
Indeed.
pretty bad.
So I don't understand the reason why I tried to detain her. I saw her running, and I assumed the word.
Yeah. Once we're done here, we'll have you do a final checkup, make sure everything's looking good with her gear and stuff, and
Yeah,
we can
it
discharge
looked
her.
pretty bad, especially seeing that they were already arrested by you, that you just kind of like took them away, and then I was like, hey, what's going on? And I got told to fuck off, which is like kind of concerning. So yeah, next time just let me tag along, okay? That way I don't make dumb decisions. Do you know what happened out there, by the way? I don't think you do, which is
Not a clue.
We called in a bunch of, I said HTR. I wanted Gavin Trident to show up. I've informed Trident that their fucking employee was being taken. Sorry. Conrad probably talk to you guys about that.
Yes, I've had
HTR.
conversations with Conrad.
HTR came down. Astral units came down. First it was about pink guys, and they were really willing to go into the fucking clinic. But I came in. I talked them down. We were chilling. I was like, hey, just sorry. I wanted just GEP security, not full on HTR. Oopsie. Don't ever use the word HTR if you just want your regular security, apparently.
That is what high threat security is.
Of course. Yes, but I would assume every single corp has their own version of it. Whatever. Whatever. Panicking the situation. Oopsie. For some reason, some green astral showed up, which I assumed was Avalon, but apparently Avalon did not call any HTR, so then we have pink astral.
Thank you for the follow.
Green astral show up, and they start pointing guns at each other and telling each other to put guns down. I don't know who opens fire. One of them opens fire, and it just turns into a fucking gunfight. And then 2 Avalon security are dead, and I think pretty much all the fucking astral are dead.
Indeed.
So.
Do we have them in their bodies here?
Probably. You probably have them. If they're not,
Indeed. There was a cleaning team called in.
I'd recommend doing a background check on them.
Very well.
That's a very good point, actually.
I do actually have one of their blood samples with me, because people did kind of grind one out. So, yeah. I don't know what happened, but I hope you understand why I did the actions that I took.
Yes, and unfortunately things didn't go. I also held that one at gunpoint by accident. I'm just gonna come clean with that one. It's okay, nothing happened. I paid them reparations. It's all good. I'd rather just be honest about it at this point and not fucking lie. So, oopsie.
That's good. Better be honest with each other than to.
Look, Annabella sounded like they're in a lot of pain, and I was worried they're about to die. So, you know, we were gonna go on a hot springs thing, and they were kind of like my friend, as you probably noticed in that row with a whole lot of fuck yous and stuff, because they hurt me because we didn't go to the news game and stuff. Sorry.
I hope you understand that I was trying to help her with her.
I understand. That's why I'm just in the future, if they, you know, especially since there's no other Trident, if there's other Trident people around, I would have just fucked off. They didn't have anyone else, so I was worried that something bad was happening, and I mean, you could be lying right at this point. I don't really care at this point. I kind of fucked up.
I'm in contact with Conrad, so.
Yeah, just talk. Just let me tag along. Grandma really didn't like me apparently, but you know, just or not even just let me log, but somebody else that can fucking go in and out and make sure everything's okay. Because I don't know what. I mean, I guess Avalon could have done it. Avalon really could have done it. But it seems like, look, you guys have a really closed door policy. And you don't like talking to people when you're doing clinic stuff. So I said, yeah.
That is corporate policy.
It's mostly due to the sensitive nature of this current situation we're all in.
Indeed, that is literally the way corporations work.
And I like literally saw them get hacked.
They should be waking up soon, so we'll get ready to discharge them. I just need you to do a final check over of them, make sure they're good to go.
Alright, I'll make sure.
Or I guess turn back on their stuff, I guess, if that's turned off or not, I don't know. Is you good to go?
It's currently jammed. That's...
Alright, I guess could undo that and then we're good to go.
Is Semetsu gonna be taking Annabella?
She's discharged, she's free to do as she wishes.
Indeed.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on them. You know, maybe they want somebody that didn't, you know, I wasn't involved in their surgery stuff.
I think that's
very well.
lived. No, it's actually kind of surprising that you lived out of everyone, honestly. I'm glad.
And to clarify, Mr. Ditus,
To repeat again to do just final check. Yes.
in the future I would like Miss Skylark to not be brought into matters as much as possible.
They just shot each other.
Agreed.
Agreed.
This is why I just went to Shimetsu for all my cool shit and
Just do a full scan. Anything that.
I believe they said it was all the antivirus worked on her, so there shouldn't be anything
Which is weird considering they showed
happening.
up. Do you think they showed up?
Very well.
Change antivirus worked. She's clean to go.
Perfect. Mic her up.
Yeah, but just imagine if the fucking.
But I do understand you're trying to just set them more down low to avoid as many people fault as possible.
Alright, I'm very curious about that.
Indeed.
I doubt that one would listen very well.
God, what a fucked up day.
She should be coming to anytime.
Oh, the drugs or whatever. Oh, it's our thing. I wouldn't talk about that. Yeah, we have samples, but like, I don't think anyone other folks care about that.
Hello, Miss Annabelle. Can you hear me?
She's awake now.
Yeah, finally. Time to ask some fucking questions about
Okay.
We had a civilian by the gates going by the name of Prem looking for Mr. Liev if they are present in the clinic.
Oh, wonderful. Hello. Sadly, I do not have the uptime as of right now, but
You're a whole ass bitch. I still like you.
I do my job. My apologies for any inconveniences along the way, but you are now free to be discharged. The payment will be wired to Trident.
No, I'm gonna come straight out of sedation into giving up.
Here, let me get your restraint.
Yep, yeah, get me out of restraints, please. Thanks. Yeah, real comforting, real fun to stay at Avalon restraining me.
It was for the best you didn't move around a lot. You were pretty injured.
Okay. Fuck you.
Hey, so do you remember when you called in, you know, the code word? And, things happened?
Yeah.
You doing okay? Yeah, don't worry, I tried. It's a good thing, yeah.
Is Miss Prim still outside?
Maybe not super hot, just, warm.
DM here.
Annabelle?
Hi, I'm running diagnostics to see if anything's funky with me, because I know they were trying to get into it.
Radio check. Can you hear me?
Diagnosis? Yep, on my decking gear to see if they fucked with it. If there's anything changed, anything different.
Wonderful.
I
See.
but I believe Miss Prim just left, so she's not outside anymore. Over.
Nothing done? Oh.
Very well.
Nightmare, and then the antivirus that happened.
Yes, so those are the only two things. But I were asking like in terms of if I modified you at all, but no, I did not do any modifications to your decking gear other than those.
Yeah, no,
stuff
it's
that
only
you
just
allowed.
making sure that I realize those two things happened, whether or not I can tell that that happened. Would there be like a big enough change in my decking gear to where I can notice that?
Alright,
Just because they're scared of needles, right?
I'd say if you're doing diagnosis, you wouldn't really see anything wrong, because I wouldn't be sure, personally. And also, judging by what Kaneko said, it sounds like it's good.
Okay, yeah, no weird modifications or anything. Just no idea what happened, but I'm not feeling good about it.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
Do you need any painkillers for the trip?
No. I'll probably just get shot up again. Or you'll sedate
Can
me
they
for
drink?
fucking bullshit.
This is something we might be doing. I don't think.
Again, I haven't shot once to my knowledge.
No,
I was
know that.
told I got shot twice.
Oh, well, sorry.
Yeah, they said you got shot twice. Time to go down.
Listen, I shot you in the leg and back. I meant to aim for the leg, but that was an
but I
accident.
wouldn't recommend it.
Okay.
I've seen what happens.
Nothing heavy. Okay, got it. Nothing heavy. I'll be
My
responsible.
gun isn't my
This time I'll be
specialty.
responsible.
Very well.
Bitches one.
Hey, we can go grab Legato. We can go grab Legato and we can go to the hot springs.
Let me get operated on in a bikini suit. Makes me feel really good.
Thank you all for choosing Avalon. Have a good day.
Hey, I'm glad they got security back. Hell yeah.
I didn't fucking choose you, you bitch.
Another happy customer.
Indeed. They can spit their fire until their entrails are cut out. Now,
I don't think we should have gotten back, to be honest.
come again.
Probably not.
Probably giving it to Skylark. No. Yeah. Oh, they're problem now.
Yep.
Indeed. Was there anything else on the docket?
Well, there is just this tablet.
Indeed.
Do you know where I can turn in teams that are developing the antivirus?
Aye, those are all up in the row in the Avalon Clinic.
Oh.
Shame the boat takes 6 days.
Indeed. The best testing can be done upstairs.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. You can test multiple different antiviruses, which one work best on this, and see what's working.
Indeed.
Obviously, I can make more to try and help get more data for us.
That would be much appreciated.
I'll be ready by tomorrow.
Thank you for your expertise on this. Probably the best one we got for this
You know
kind of
what, Decker? There was that one earlier. Do you know where she went? The one female Decker in
I
the
heard a
team?
gunshot down that way. Which one?
Nope, that wasn't her. The
one with like the frames on the legs?
The one that plugged in to
Dr. Valentine. They work with Traverse.
Valentine. Oh, okay. I'll talk with her. I can probably get the device to be a little more.
Indeed. I have also spoken with Dr. Valentine, and both her and I believe that you should be brought into the project to be working on the firewall and antivirus for the Cyber Wraith.
I mean, again, firewall's one thing. Getting rid of everything infected is another.
Indeed. I believe the three of our corporations are the best suited to be taking on this threat.
Agreed.
They also seem to be the only ones that are actually caring about it at the moment.
So, I don't think Ged's gonna do much about it.
Hello.
May I come in and make some coffee? Not
Certainly.
it's open.
Ah, that's what I was looking for. On time.
Thank you.
Very well, I'll start the brew.
I'll leave him in your care for now.
Dr. Valentine, that's what I was looking for.
Sorry, I was off making some calls. Did I miss anything?
Miss Annabelle has been released.
See their bodies, and our partner.
She's been released?
Indeed.
That's good.
Additionally, Miss Skylark has shown how incompetent she is.
I have Skylark watching over her as well as told the guard to watch out for Miss Annabelle. So I think Miss Skylark is in good hands, along with keeping an eye on
Thank you very
Annabelle.
much. I really appreciate this.
Anyways, hold on the tablet.
You
This should be very, well, it's more rudimentary. I made it. I think with your help, I'll be able to improve, get a more safer version to this work. Because as it is right now, this is
Have a good day.
only something that we can inject code on. I would not recommend extracting any.
Of course.
We will still infect other devices. However, of course, we can always test antiviruses on it. But again, their help, I think we can improve it.
You have my full cooperation in that matter. I'd like to see this whole cyber situation resolved as soon as possible now.
Of course. Of course. So would I. Do something extra to work on besides my Beowulf project.
Very well.
Alright.
Suppose proper work won't be able to continue until I can return to my office, but we can keep in touch. We can keep in
Yes,
touch and
I'll continue making more of the current version I have, and I'll hand it over to you. Work on it as soon as possible.
of course, of course.
After all, I don't need sleep. It's so he would.
That is true. I'm hoping my sleep will be a little more restful than usual. Now that I have you took care of that whole situation for me. So, and thank you again.
Of course. I apologize for injecting into that information.
That's quite alright. Just next time I would recommend a little bit of warning. Excuse me.
I'll attempt to do so. Alright. I'm gonna go see the state of the emergency. I haven't been down here in quite a while.
Indeed. Thank you both for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you as well. I'll return here at the end of the day to continue working on this.
Very well.
I think I wouldn't mind going for a walk.
Indeed.
Might be a good idea. Let me know if there's anything I can help with. I'm going to take a stroll myself.
Certainly.
I think I'll be fine.
Understood.
Good gravy, that was a lot. We also seem to be stuttering very chuggily. But I might use this opportunity to take a quick bathroom break. But I hope that everything's going, this particular fan RP has been for about, I want to say like 4 to 5 months, maybe? But yeah, I'm going to be taking a quick break. I hope everything's been going good so far on stream. And I will be right back. Alrighty. We are back. Woof. It's been a busy day so far. I'm heading out for a bit, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Safe travels.
Indeed. What was that? Would seem our asset had to switch to desktop mode.
Probably could have a job or two.
Okay.
Hello.
That's good.
Hello there. I don't believe I've seen either of you around before.
I've never seen you before.
I'm from the wasteland, so I've never been here before.
I see.
I'm the one who runs the shop here.
Ah. And what do you deal in?
Well, there's drinks here, but I also do a little bit of technician work, so I was doing his repairs for today. And I'll show you the shiny nude sticker that's on his on his arm. It's like a
I
little
see.
checkup Band-Aid.
Certainly impressive.
Really.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I love it.
Though not my best job. It was more of a rush because there seems to be a lot of people running around with like their chickens with their heads cut off. You know.
Indeed. It has been a busy day.
I'm sure you've been avoiding all the chaos that has been happening, yes?
Indeed.
I would be more careful just walking around, but it seems like you can take care of yourself.
Certainly.
I'm Ruina. It's a pleasure to meet you, Jill Opperhand.
Welby Sloan.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Indeed. And you are?
My name's Hess. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hello. Nice to meet you too.
Well, you two have a good day.
You
Yeah, you too. See you around.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What's all this then? Is that a Mr. Tycoot? Hello there.
Sloan.
A pleasure to see you again.
Indeed. I'm searching for a particular individual, and I was wondering if you had seen them.
I see. And who might this individual be?
Is a sea slug known as Legato, green skin, tends to wear overalls.
I see. I don't believe I've seen them today as of yet.
Well, let us know if you do. Information will be quite valuable to us.
Certainly.
I'm not moving any closer.
Well, let's continue searching.
What a Chad. Look at that coat. And on the upper catwalks. Man. Now that's a smart sovereign.
Looks like the question at the gates.
Come again.
Sounds. They sound like the maybe question at the gate.
I see.
I need to get back in because I'm start working.
Very well.
No.
Thank you. This is just where I will just log off. You see him just working here on the data pads.
Very well. If you require any assistance, we'll be here.
Alright.
So, Mr. Sloan, I don't know if you were made aware of it, but there was an entourage, a suspicious-looking individual, an entourage of Astro looking for you.
Indeed, that was Mr. Tycoot. I spoke with him.
All right, understood. Making sure things aren't left unfinished. Everybody seems to want to be visiting when you are away.
Indeed. And for the future, let me make this clear to all guards present. Do not scare away customers by being rude. Additionally, make sure that when speaking on the radio to be quick and concise. Is this understood?
Understood.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Oh, dang. They brought the ship down. That's stinking sweet. Eh, that's the magic place. Oh no. They were roommates. Not a word.
Did you just
Hello
take a
there.
ship that was in the air district?
Indeed.
As it is, there's already been enough problems on here. I don't want no more.
Aye. That was Mr. Tycoot.
Okay. Let's just hope he doesn't go try shooting up place now.
Indeed, it would seem he's looking for Miss Legato.
Okay.
Hello again, Mr. Cross.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Honestly, not great, but that's to be expected, I think.
Indeed. Out of curiosity, I'm not sure if you're aware, but it would seem that Mr. Rin, who now appears to be under your service, does seem to exhibit a odd behavior, that they're able to excrete a sort of paralytic substance, or paralyzing substance, rather.
Has this become an issue?
It was on one occasion where Miss Harper's arm was completely paralyzed.
Well, I was unaware of this property up until recently. I do
Indeed.
apologize that that happened to Alice. And we are trying to discuss possible ways to mitigate it.
Indeed.
No.
If you ever,
Deal with it.
we can certainly help with that process if you wish.
I'll bring that up with Ren and the other members of Masaru.
Very well.
Let them know that that's an option. Actually, if they're with Union, I need to talk to them.
Very well. Have a good day.
You as well. Hope things work out.
Certainly. Evening, gentlemen.
Sir, I've been hearing you on the radio. Sorry.
Can one of you call that in, though? Get everyone to meet up. Mr. Sloan, did you have some information?
Perhaps. I do believe that I just saw them heading up that ramp behind me.
Excellent. Alright, call out. We're heading up into the plaza.
Thank you very much.
Indeed.
Hello.
Indeed. Have you spoken with Mr. Tycoot?
No, they did come up this way though. They seem to be looking for someone.
Miss Legato?
I believe, yes, Mr. Legato. And I told him I last saw them around this area about 10 minutes ago.
Indeed. I just saw them up that ramp and pointed them that direction.
Is there any food shops open by chance? I haven't eaten today.
I believe they would all be in the air district. Or fire district, perhaps.
Very well. I feel squeamish. Get some food.
I may actually join you if you'd be willing. I'm quite famished myself.
Sure. I just hope we can find something open.
Indeed.
I might pass out here in a bit if I don't get something. I feel that one has too much energy.
Indeed. Be careful up there.
Thanks.
What the fuck are you guys doing with my guard? What the fuck's going on up here?
Oh, city's going crazy.
Indeed.
Yeah, they've been contracted by Union to help with construction efforts down here.
Goodness, I don't believe I've seen you before. Who might you be? Well, indeed. That is one of your more defining factors.
I suppose. There's a lot of new people running around.
Very true.
Hello?
Hello.
A lot of people.
Come again?
There's a lot of people over there.
Indeed.
I won't take up too much of your time then. Sorry to stop you.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if he found his quarry. Wonderful. Fritz has more underlings. At least now we have a plan. Any reports?
Just corrupted sweepo that looks like I developed a personality. That's weird.
Very well.
As I was saying, you want to keep that away from the furnace.
Indeed. Indeed you were. Well, it would seem Miss Skylark is in a rush.
Yeah, some important business. I think she's running over to the pastry shop. Maybe just for a snack, you know.
I see.
And how are you, Mr. Sloan, besides, earlier?
Doing very well.
That's good to hear.
I don't suppose you've seen Mr. Tycoot around, have you?
Mr. Who?
The Sovereign that was walking around with a massive entourage.
That would explain who that is. No, I saw them and their entourage up there earlier, but I do not know anyone. Oh, well, speak of.
Any more information?
I'm afraid not.
Very well.
Very lucky man, Mr. Sloan, to be working with a sovereign, it seems.
Perhaps. They certainly know how to travel.
That is true. That is it. I must be on my way. Have yourself a good day.
You too. That was a shot. Let's see if we can take a more circuitous route.
Hello, Sloan.
Good evening.
Is something I can help with?
I don't suppose you've seen Mr. Tycoot around, have you?
Is that the name? Tycoat? I thought it was like Taiku or something.
Something along those lines.
No,
I did.
think I've seen them.
I did run into them in the air district. They had like an entourage of like 5 or 6 astral guards.
Indeed.
And they were asking for a legato.
Aye.
That's about as much as I know of the situation. I haven't seen them personally.
Indeed. I'm surprised they've not come to this area yet.
We were told they were on their way here, which is why I came here and radioed for an SOB here as well.
I see.
If they're not gonna show, then I don't know what's up with that.
Indeed. He is a very particular man. He has,
Particular in eccentric means, or particular in a...
Oh, by his armor,
more
you can tell
violence
by
than
his...
anything else.
Very eccentric.
Looked like he was capable of both eccentric and violent.
So essentially an eccentric Augustine. Lovely.
I have not yet seen
Well,
him
okay,
display
maybe he doesn't shoot
violence.
his guards. Yeah. Alright, well. Best face on then, suppose.
Indeed. Have a good day.
Yeah, honestly,
Oh,
I feel
you as
like they
well.
might be. Hmm?
Hmm?
What? What about me?
Must have been the wind.
I was... Must have been the wind.
Okay.
Ooh. Thank you for the follow. Ooh. Goodness. Hello again. Who was that? Oh, it's that guy. Looks like they might have their quarry.
Hello.
I'll try not to. You're fine.
Which one? Who? Yeah, I don't know.
So, yeah, you called my name? Is there something you need?
Yes, I just wanted to apologize again for earlier, and I wanted to see if you were doing any better.
What'd you do to me? What did you and the others do to me?
Well, all we really ended up doing was installing the antivirus software into your cyberdeck. So.
Was this done with consent?
They sedated me. What do you fucking think?
I apologize, but it had to be done. I would have preferred to have gathered your consent, but when they
Did you
sedated you, I
contact
didn't have much
Trident about this before proceeding?
I was told that things were arranged already. Is all that I know.
Fucking shit. What, did Shimetsu tell you that?
Yes.
Fucking liars. But it
Very
sure
least.
as hell...
Whoa.
Please take it from me. It's better that you have that antivirus in you. I've dealt with that thing lingering in my brain. It's not pleasant.
What is the red dream I had? I had a red nightmare. I had never experienced it before.
That was the cyber ray.
Bull
It was horrifying,
fucking
wasn't
shit,
it?
it wasn't. What do you mean? The one that I had in me, that you guys say I had in me, did not do any such thing. I was fine. I was perfectly at peace. Nothing hurt, nothing attacked me.
Maybe as it was connected to you, it didn't want to do that at the time, but it was... That's the corruption it leaves behind. It would have probably happened if, whenever it eventually left. Trust me, these last couple days have been very difficult with that lingering in my mind, and I mean that quite literally. I can only imagine what kind
Maybe. maybe before forcing your goodwill on people, you might want to think if they're okay with it.
Okay,
Where do
O'Hare.
those guys go?
Up
there?
would rather.
I think they
not
Oh,
leave the region.
Oh, good. Okay then. I don't know if they've left. I just know that they went
Does
up there.
anyone know
Didn't
where
see
Fritz
them
is then?
I don't know. I didn't see him with them.
Unsure.
Great.
He might have gone through, yeah, pipes.
There's a lot of pipes.
God, I thought we had the fucked up. I think our day is fucked up in comparison to
Everyone's
theirs.
got a fucked
I think
up
we
day.
won.
I'm still pissed at you, and I'm still pissed at Avalon. I showed no neutrality in this and sided with you greatly on suppressing me and putting me down, forcing me into whatever the fuck. I don't know what you guys did. No one wanted to disclose it to me. I just know you guys sedated me, and you wanted into my gear. You know how bad that looks for you? You know how bad that looks for everyone else?
I know how bad that looks. And if I had had my way, it would not have gone that way. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
I will say,
deal with Conrad when he
that-
fucking finds out, because I'm sure as hell he's gonna be pissed.
I'm sure. I will admit that synthetic has boundary issues. If it's any consolation, he also jacked into me without my consent. So there is definitely some issues there. I will be talking
Birds
to
of a
Shimetsu
feather
about that,
stick
but
together.
again, I apologize. I do hope I can make it up to you someday.
RP will be wrapping up in 20 minutes. RP will be wrapping up in 20 minutes.
Anyhow. I'm headed.
I suppose I can't do. I suppose I can't say much more than that. Please just be safe.
No. Right now, all your words just mean shit nothing to me. Excuse my language, but I'm quite greatly upset with this. Well, at least the one thing you have going for you is that you told me what the fuck you did to me. No one else would tell me. No one else said why I was put under. No one told me why you wanted under my gear. No one told me anything. Everyone assumed. I'm going to go stay somewhere here tonight because I don't think I can make it up.
You need an escort? Oh.
No. I'll be fine.
At least just like halfway. At least to the dock.
I'm not going to the docks.
Oh, okay.
I have a little vacation home down here in case my head gets too full of everything upstairs, so.
Okay, keep in contact
Think with
Trident.
everything. I will. I've already messaged them about the incident, and so far Conrad's been like, so what? So he's not happy that an employee of his got gunned down.
Right.
Sure as hell he's not gonna be happy that they got decked into without consent. He's on this case too, of whatever these things are. The data race, I know that he's been a part of this. People have told me he's been a part of this.
Yeah, everyone knows about this, even Gebdog, so yeah.
So, I know you gave me a chance. And been like, hey, you want us to deck into it? And I said, no, I don't want you to. He's already fucked around with my gear enough times. Get a hold of fucking Conrad then. Say, Conrad, an employee of yours is potentially infected by the Wraith. He would most certainly probably order me to allow you in then. And that's fine. I can't go against his orders. But now you're stirring the nest by fucking with me. And all of my shit. I just wanted to go to the hot springs, man. I wanted to enjoy my day. And we did, but it wasn't as good.
Yeah, with the whole decking into thing, it kind of would kill it. I didn't get drinks either, oh well.
God,
I didn't even get any food, man. I'm starving.
I'm starving too. Anyhow,
I want to like take one last look-see through like the fire district.
yeah. I don't
Yeah,
forgive
we
you.
should try.
But again, you're the closest to redeeming yourself as you did tell me what the fuck you did.
That's fair, I suppose.
Whoop.
I won't bother you any longer.
Good gravy.
Very well.
Hell yeah, let's get some food.
Let's get some food.
I guess words
Don't you own a fucking shop? I'm sure you don't want to eat the same old.
You do realize how creepy that is, right? Just standing behind people violently like that.
Indeed. I was debating whether or not to silence an hour later. Hello.
Still can't find it, by the way. Just
And who might you
don't
be?
see it at all. Cece.
I see. Do you work for a corporation?
Ah, that explains everything.
No, I do not.
Very well.
You two all?
I'll be. I apologize. I'm Dr.
I'm just telling me
Fortuna
to introduce
Valentine.
myself, but then you not. So, alright.
Indeed.
Of
My
course, that's
apologies.
terribly rude. I'm Dr. Fortuna Valentine. I am head of AI development at Traverse. Despite what you may have heard, I usually don't do things like such things that happened today. But there have been some extenuating circumstances that kind of forced my hand. Please don't think too badly of me for it. It was very unfortunate.
I don't even
circumstance.
know what you've done, to be honest with you, so... You're talking to a brick wall here.
Indeed. In any event, Welby Sloan.
Pleasure.
Indeed.
I'll leave you to your business as you're talking, so once again,
Have a good day.
pleasure meeting you both.
Pleasure. I should be heading back to the row by now. The ferry will
Indeed.
start
But
the,
before you go, I would simply posit that ignore everything Miss Annabelle has said. Every word that she just spoke was a bluff. And again, matters will be revealed in the future, but don't take her word.
Of course.
Conrad
I do feel
already
bad
knows
about
of
what we
things.
had to do. I would have.
If you knew the truth, you wouldn't. That's all I'll posit.
Okay. Well. I'll head out then.
Indeed.
Try to get
Have a good
busy on
evening.
that Cyber Wraith situation. You as well. I'm hoping the next few days are more uneventful than today has been. I can use the break.
Certainly.
I'll see you around.
Have a good night. Hmm.
That would be good to investigate, I guess. Oh, did I tell you? Or do you know? Were you there when?
Well, I don't think we're having any plants in the medical centers, so I think we should be okay.
Any reports, gentlemen?
We, one casualty. We had saved 2 snails that fell into the water. I resuscitated one. Well, I gave first aid to it earlier, but they were arguing over something. It fell into the water and started drowning. We brought them out the water. I saved one. We tried to save the other, but we weren't unable to. I took it and buried it in some soft ground nearby.
I see.
I think it was a construction snail, so.
Very well. Anything else to report?
Nothing strange. Somebody came by for coffee and they gave him a cup.
Very well.
Nothing else strange. Well, the doctor was blackout. I don't know what happened to them. I think they're fine. Well, they're up and running over there now. So.
Which
I don't know if you
doctor?
wanna check on them. I don't. Dr. Alice. She. But it doesn't seem high this time.
I haven't seen them today. If I do, I'll let you know.
I'll keep asking around.
Thank you,
Alright,
though.
well, if we see him, we'll let you know.
Okay.
No problem.
Hi.
Hello again.
Have you haven't seen my boss, have you? We have.
I have not.
Supposed to talk with him.
I'm afraid, his whereabouts are unknown at the moment.
Shit. Okay. Thank you, though.
Indeed.
Keep looking.
It has gotten late. I believe I'll be heading up. If anything comes up, contact me on the radio. Have a good evening. Man, it's been an eventful day.
Let me complain about your guard. He saved my fucking brother, man. Can't let him die.
Come again?
You let those kind of people that work for you, man. I mean, got over there. Got. You know, you're Avalon. You know, you got to save people. You know, my family brother drowned here. You didn't save my brother's life. Can you believe that? The audacity of that man.
Right. My apologies.
Let my brother die.
My apologies.
Man, all your corporate fuckers are the same, man. I'm just changing accents now.
Wow. That's a good point. Not a word. Well. But yeah, I think he actually did. Let's do a check up on the hot springs and see if there's anybody around. If not, we're probably gonna go head out. Yeah, seems quiet. I feel like that 20-minute call for end of session was much longer than 20 minutes ago. Who knows, maybe something's running long, or maybe I'm just having a bad perception of time. But either way, a lot happened today that we got going on. And O'Hare will get what's coming to her. And Elias as well. It's a shame. The first impression Sloan got of him was that he liked him a lot, but now he's helping hide a traitor, a terrorist. It's made multiple acts of terrorism and a assassination attempts on Miss Scarlet. So we'll see how things go and how long Ditus wants to try and milk out using Annabelle for things. But Sloan very much wants their comeuppance. Yep. What did I? Whoop. Alrighty. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm gonna be ending stream here. But hooey, what a day. Oof. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll be seeing you again this Saturday for the next row session. But I hope that you all have a good night, and thank you so much for watching once again. Bye-bye.